Oh my goodness, they have seen wind gusts this morning close to 60 miles an hour. Right now it's in the 40s. Not only is that making it feel colder, but it can allow for some struggle when you're driving, especially close to those semis, 18-wheelers, things of that nature. So any loose branches may be being flown around this morning, so please keep that in mind as you're heading out. So you see there the mid-40s there for the mountains, but our latest wind gusts in Shelby, closer to the Piedmont there, 22. So we are seeing lower winds today than they are, but I mean, look at this. It is high, especially for those highest elevations, getting even higher, closer to 50, if not 60. Now, locally across the Charlotte area, as we hit this afternoon, our wind gusts pretty similar to what we're seeing in Shelby right now, about 20 to 25, but will be sustained a little bit lower. Now, what this means compared to yesterday is wind not as aggressive, so it won't be quite as windy. If you're out at the Charlotte FC game or just any outdoor activities, you may have noticed that wind. We peaked about 10 miles per hour higher. And although the wind is slightly lower today, the humidity level is lower too, which means elevated fire danger risk once again across all of the Carolinas. Essentially, this means that outdoor burning is not encouraged. If you choose to do so, you really got to use the extra caution. No flicking the cigarettes. That can light the dry brush there, anything of that nature. Now, as we get closer to tomorrow, we will see some increased moisture and some lower winds, which will mitigate that risk here across the Charlotte area. But still today, you'll notice the dry air. Just look outside. You see the Carolina blue sky. Very little cloud cover, just indicates how dry it is outside. Love this new view there from our Monroe camera there over the Government Center. Beautiful. Shown this for 2 days in a row now and just can't get enough. That, of course, part of our Carolina Camera Network and brought to you by Mr. Sparky. Now, temperatures this morning, again, we have been pretty cold out there, but we are starting to warm up. It was 34 this morning in the Queen City. We are now 12 degrees higher at 46. You can see 43 there from Monroe, Concord, up towards Statesville, Hickory. We have Salisbury at 42. So everyone warming up to closer to normal now, although we're still in the upper 20s for the mountains. Now, we will be closing in on normal too this afternoon. Highs right around 62, 63 degrees here in the Queen City. It'll be a few degrees lower than yesterday, but with the lower wind, I think it'll feel pretty similarly, as we'll see those wind gusts peaking between 15 to 25. Now, as the wind lowers tonight, we should see more radiational cooling. I think our lows will dip closer to the freezing mark here across the Piedmont, 20s up toward the mountains. Now, this will be our coldest morning of the next week or so, but we'll still provide at least a chance for some patchy frost, even a light freeze, especially in rural communities. And we said this for a few days now, but it's just important to remember our average latest freeze the past 10 years has actually been March 29th. Now, the latest ever was May 2nd. I'm hoping not for that this year. However, this just means that when you're trying to schedule those gardens, what you want to plant, what time you're going to do so, you really want to wait if your plants cannot handle a frost or freeze completely until about mid-April. If they can handle a frost but not a freeze, you want to at least wait closer to about April 1st. That's no April Fool's joke. Now, looking ahead for the rest of the week, if you're thinking this morning we were in the 30s, tomorrow morning, I don't need it. Well, no worries. We will see an upward trend toward Wednesday and Thursday, especially as we watch our next storm system. Of course, oftentimes this year, the warm air means some kind of storm system is approaching. But at least over the next few days, it won't look too bad. So today we have about 63, breezy, lots of sunshine. Tomorrow and Monday, you'll notice that temperatures will be closer to normal, mid, even upper 60s possible for a few spots. Lots of sunshine Monday, more clouds on Tuesday. Then we soar close to 80 on Wednesday. That's ahead of that storm system. That'll bring us a better chance for rain and thunderstorms on Thursday. Doesn't look to be widespread for the whole day, but a day I'm going to watch for the potential for some strong thunderstorms. And then we do get a touch cooler toward Friday and next weekend, but it looks like slightly cooler will mean 71 instead of 80 versus the 60s like we had this weekend.